what you see. Season 3.
Yes.
Season 3 of Street Fighter V.
In particular, let's like.
There's 2 in particular.
Did you catch it live or in replay form on how it was revealed on stage?
I saw it. I
did not.
Did
How
see
was
how
this
it was
revealed on
It was
stage?
revealed. I'll fill this in because I think it's hilarious. They showed Sakura's trailer.
Yeah.
Then showed the remaining silhouettes that were blackened out of all the other characters.
Just like they did last time.
Just to piss everyone off. And then Ono gets on stage and says something to the akin of like, but that's not all that we have.
Not enough?
Not enough. And then
Everybody shot it.
Then shows the CG trailer,
Which
of all
shows
the
off
characters.
everybody.
Well, what
everybody.
that is, and I realized about 15 seconds in, actually, what was happening, and I noticed that, and I watched Max's reaction to a couple other folks and whatnot, and like a lot of people had trouble. They're like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "We're watching the on-disc intro to Arcade Edition."
It's very long.
That really long cutscene when it started playing out at that length with that amount of like gravitas, I was like, "This is the fucking intro.
Yeah.
We're gonna see everybody."
Yep.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And you know what? The best anti-leak you can drop
is to leak it yourself.
is fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Right? So immediately hot on the heels because you can tell like Sakura was originally the plan.
Yep.
And the pedals rained down and we got to see her in her new uniform.
That Saddam shit, fucking Capcom France or Europe or whatever.
Yeah.
Shitbags.
Good job, shitbag.
Still no Oro, so there's that. Or Q.
Maybe.
But, well, yeah, hold that thought. So, let's start with Sakura. She is finally fucking dressed in not a high school
girl.
Not
she
a school
is dressed
uniform.
in a part-time arcade worker's uniform,
She would literally
including
be
the headset.
She
35 years old now.
She looks
good.
like an esports scream lord.
Yes, she does.
I don't understand how that's an arcade worker's job.
I don't get it either, but everyone is saying that's what it is.
Maybe a pachinko parlor?
Maybe for events, maybe like for special events.
Hard to say.
But arcade operator's perfect because that lets her be youthful and dumb still.
Also, she's fucking rad.
She's great.
Love it. Love it.
New design is fantastic.
And in case you wanted more, you got the battle costume where she's wearing the gi anyway.
Yeah, and in case you want it old,
she's got
you got
that
her
too.
old costume as well.
No, put the thing that I like back on. No.
Nowadays, that's only for fetishes. You don't whip that out unless you're trying to do a thing.
Okay.
Ono actively fought for the inclusion of that being her default costume.
So that's all fine and dandy. Moving on. The boy is back.
Falk, a brand new character. Let's talk about her.
Jesus Christ. I've said it and I still agree.
Quote Maximilian, nobody cares about Blanca, and if you do care about Blanca, you're the problem. Was it you're a problem or you're the problem?
Then I guess I'm a motherfucking problem then.
You're a problem.
Because
Willie.
I'm about to rolling shave fucking electrocute some bitches.
Oh, fuck.
Because here's what's going on.
Damn.
I was absolutely positive in what I said, which was I don't want or need Blanca in this game.
Yeah.
Right? I'm fine with him not being there. That's okay to me. Mm-hmm. Nick Halley will do.
But now that he's back.
Well, fuck it. What am I? What am I? I'm going to just throw away like 5 to 6 years of fucking foreknowledge and then another like 10 plus years of ST knowledge and then CVS2 knowledge invested in this fucking character?
Yeah.
And just pretend it doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Eat my ass.
I'm
about to fucking roll on some bitches. It's going.
Despite all that.
We're doing it.
Despite all that, like, I actually think he's pretty weak looking in terms of
He hasn't
design.
changed except he has long hair.
But
if he had an orange beard, that would be awful.
I would like for one of the costumes to have at least be one serious alternate one and not like safari hat and Hawaiian shorts. Like, have at least one other costume that's not a joke. That's all I'm asking.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Blanca is a joke.
If they were cool, they would make a nostalgia costume that made him human.
Oh.
Or like, not as nostalgia, but like what he would look like now if he was a human.
That's what I mean.
Because if you really wanted to be nostalgia, he'd be like 10.
Yes. But
that'd be nuts.
Human form alt would be.
You should have a striker
really
that's Mama.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Like,
that's
Nadeshko,
his V trigger. Instead of calling
mama
in
comes
what's her name?
Nadeshko,
he calls in his mama.
Like,
by the way,
whale.
his character slot replaces Charlie on the character select screen. In case you guys didn't know.
Good.
Because,
of course.
Good.
Yeah, no, Charlie. Who needs Charlie?
It's the same
All about
character.
Guile anyway.
Yeah.
So that's fine and dandy. Moving along, suddenly in one moment, Ed's costume
Get out of the way, Ed.
becomes fucking rad because Falk is here,
The
and
new Shadow Lu uniform.
so
is
there was more than one child, and I know I was the only one going like, look, I don't mind that new outfit, dude. I think it's kind of dope. And when you see it with a disciple and Ed standing next to Falk, it's like, aw, shit, that works really well.
Now, you can't really say much about her since there's no.
all we have
idea.
is a picture.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
no idea what her powers are going to be.
All right, you wanna whip it out for this one, or put it away, I should say.
All Cody fans whipped it out, especially Dipod. Sorry, how did he call him? Oh,
What did he say?
Codell Traverson. Welcome to Codell Traverson.
Codell Traverson, vote.
Because
Vote for
I
your
think
mayor.
I said I'd rather not have Guy or Cody been in this game because they were in for
Yeah.
give someone else a shot. But like how you do it is basically dress Cody up as if he's the deputy mayor of Metro City, which is
And
a lot of what people are saying.
Turn the beat back, seal it in an envelope, and put it in the
then
ballot
put,
box.
Then put on opera.
And in
Don't need
addition to
this
his
shit
fancy
music.
new
Yeah.
look in his CG intro,
Breaks his
you
chains.
hear that tiny little smash noise of like him breaking those handcuffs, and like that's behind him. Oh no.
Literally everyone is dead now.
And that's how Street Fighter 3 became a thing.
No.
Most
Yeah, everyone in
powerful
this game that
character.
doesn't show up in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Cody killed them.
Like, you know, in the CG intro, Akuma and Ryu are just having like the Akuma and
Yeah,
Ryu fight.
yeah.
I bet like Akuma's about to punch, and like off like hundreds of miles away, they heard the chink of the
chains,
of the
and they both
chains
go,
breaking, and they go, "Oh, Nani!"
Massacre.
Like,
I want
ching, ching.
No, what it is it's they're fucking sitting around, and it's the Jurassic Park scene with the water.
Right.
Yeah.
And then instead of a roar bouncing off the cameras, I
Yeah.
hear ha ha, ha ha, just
Oh
far
my
away.
god. Right. Yep. Absolutely. And Cody turned into geese, basically.
Yeah, like
he's
a young
really
geese.
close.
Yeah.
To geese.
Man.
And even though Kamiya refuses to accept a nostalgia costume for this,
You know what? I love the man. He's one of the greatest of game creators
Yes,
of all
he is.
time.
He's also crazy.
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Great.
God bless, though.
But I do hope
But-
if there's a nostalgia Cody costume, it's not going to be fucking Jailbird. I'm still really sick
For
of that.
context.
Yeah, sorry.
Kamiya was basically saying, he's like, fuck this shit, Cody. I want old Final Fight Cody. And that's becoming from a place, because he's in nostalgia for the old games, you know? Like, he loves the old games. So,
Literally, they have a costume called nostalgia
and it's in the game, but this
Because
not the
that's not the
primary.
point.
So,
Whatever.
yeah.
But I hope it's just jeans and t-shirt Cody and not Jailbird, just because I'm sick.
Can we please
They do
get...
Jailbird. I want the Streetwise one.
Can
Yeah.
we need to get, like... political upper. We need to get move names renamed
Yeah. Not
into
can't be criminal.
fucking proper.
Can't be convict kick.
No,
It's
reformed
it's
kick,
Mayor-elect Upper.
reformation kick, right,
Fucking balanced budget stone.
dude?
Whatever the fuck.
I like proof that the prison system works. You know,
So I think why I think that we're like excited for new costumes is that it actually shows like story progression, even if it's just localized for that character. Like seeing Sakura not be a schoolgirl, it's like shit. Things are kind of happening, at least in the lives of that character. And seeing like when I saw Jailbird Cody in Street Fighter 4, I was like, yeah, I guess, sure. It's Cody, whatever. And then I forgot about it. But like, if it was going to be Jailbird Cody again, I'd actually be patch him out.
Let's break it
know.
down. What year did Alpha 3 come out? Like 98?
98.
98, right? Okay, Cody shows up in 1990 as a brawler. That's cool. When he showed up in 98 as a criminal, man, that was nuts. Cody's in jail
What
now?
happened?
That
Character
so
arc.
much to his...
Yes.
And
Yeah,
that shows you, oh man, there's a
there's
change.
more than generic.
The last
beat 'em up
change
man.
was 98 when he went to jail.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah. Character arc.
Sorry, that was 10 years ago.
And this is what happens also when you're not constrained like Ryu is to being an icon.
Yeah.
When you're a character that is allowed to be different and interesting, because also
that
like
was 20 years ago. Oh my god, I'm so
right because you're like he was a generic beat 'em up guy, but they're like he's not doing anything, so let's make something interesting out of him. You know, you get the freedom to
So
have
he has
these
3
arcs.
forms now, which is like hoodlum guy, then criminal, then fucking political figure, or like man about town at the very least. We don't know.
Oh, we're
what he
just gonna
actually
sandbag Horseman of the Apocalypse now.
is. Yes,
Yeah,
because I
no.
think that happens far into the future.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Final Destruction, Zonk Knuckle, and Last Dread Dust are still
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But we got to get move renames. Also, is he still picking up a knife? What are we doing?
So
I'd say no. I'd say no.
The fantasy in my mind is
He picks
that
up like a ledger.
the fantasy in my mind is that his stance has one hand in his pocket like Yamazaki, and when you activate the knife, he pulls the knife out of
Maybe
his
his
pocket.
V, it could be his V trigger.
What I'm expecting is no knife, and I'm expecting.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
I'm expecting chained. V trigger, pop the chains. Right?
Yeah, I
V
could
trigger.
see that.
V trigger 2, pull the knife out.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
That'd be good.
That's what I'm expecting.
I one of those V triggers is going to be pull the knife out for sure.
You know,
That
yeah.
writes itself. He gains extra range. He gets extra damage. He gains extra hit stun. Yada yada. He can throw it, etc.
Moving along, we've got fucking
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. You've got the guy from Bloody Roar.
You got the guy. You got the time stop guy from Fantasy Strike. I get that whiff of that guy.
Greg from Bloody Roar. I don't know if you guys remember.
He was the gorilla.
He was the gorilla.
And this guy looks just like him. It's super weird.
It's really, really odd.
He's a strange one.
He is an Uncle Sam looking guy,
And
in
his
a
name
black
is
suit
G,
with
and-
a big blonde beard.
And if we're gonna use the naming convention as anything, yeah, that's the gorilla from Bloody Roar.
Suffer like G did.
yeah.
And if we're gonna use that naming convention to tell us anything,
There's only one other character
with
that
a
has-
single letter name.
and it's Q.
So what's the
What
deal
is the
there?
deal with this
Deal.
guy?
We'll see.
And all I need to see is his idle stance, and I'll be able to tell you
Yeah,
something.
in a second, right? Yeah,
I can tell you something.
Yep. That's interesting.
Oh, he's got an ending where he looks at a briefcase and there's a mask. Blah. Like, I think this is their way of putting Q back in the game, but tons of people hate Q's look, so they're just going to give him all of Q's shit, but it'll be a
dumb.
different guy.
I mean, it's really
really
hard to
weird
make out
character.
what's going on.
like I don't like it. It's not bad, but it's like it doesn't make me feel
Maybe
fighter at all.
he's running for office against Cody.
Against Cody.
Maybe that's what's happening, you know? But yeah, it definitely seems very not Street Fighter, but it's fine. I'm curious to see where it goes
I
because
just
it's
want to
super
know
different.
more about him because he's so weird.
Yeah. And you're not given much from his grand entrance, you know? But if someone wrote down on a sketchbook like Abe Lincoln type, you know, this is
It'd
what
be
you'd
cool
get.
if he was like an anti-Street Fighter, like he was against the Street Fighter tournament and
he
enters
hates
it to
Street
destroy
Fighters.
it.
And then, of course, we've got
We got Sagat. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
man, what a pop! What a pop!
Well, as soon as I see this costume, I don't have any thoughts of myself. I just think what I feel Wooly thinks, which is like, yeah, that's the costume.
You're done. You're good. You're good. Right?
Classic.
He's got the Muay Thai armband
Muay
back
Thai
on.
shit on.
He's backed with. He's got further wraps. He's got long pants on. And in his art of the full season, he's got like a robe type cloak going on.
maybe-
But I can
throws it
imagine he
off or
throws
something.
off in his intro.
So I'm beyond
I hope,
set.
I hope
It's
we're
Vagabond Sagat.
I hope we're still protecting the kids, helping out the kids.
I hope so. Yeah. Because that's a character arc for him too.
Of note, I don't know how to feel about poor Sagat, but he gets like fucking wrecked in
Yeah.
the cinematic intro.
His he's returned to his his
half
resurgence
jelly,
is
like-
immediately like interrupted with a horf into a second scarring.
Ryu, like it's a reenactment of Ryu's scarring of him. It's so brutal.
And Sagat's like, I felt this way before once.
Yeah.
That being said, the actual full trailer, like the CG trailer, was actually really cool with like the little sets that are like applicable to that character.
Chun-Li.
I actually really like that. Specifically,
Chun-Li putting on the lipstick.
I
And
really
then,
like Rashid's though, which is just like little piles of sand and
Yeah.
just like a white like tarp in the background. There was something about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, I really like this.
No, there's
What a neat way. to do
I
it.
appreciate Chun-Li getting dolled up to beat your fucking ass. It was really nice. And then, of course, Ryu struggling with the Hado.
Back to this shit.
But he's overcome it, which we do still see. The intro doesn't imply that he's suffering anymore, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
So it's more just like a meditation.
Maybe towards the end because his eyes turn red.
I do like that in the cinematic intro where he's like, I'm going to fight Akuma, and then it just smash cuts to Akuma whooping his ass.
Yeah. Also,
it's like fucking great.
Also, like, beautiful 60 frames per second trailer that they dropped to. Like,
Yeah.
It looks fucking incredible. Yeah, Matt, no, the art direction here is really fun in a way that is not like the ink stains or the hatching.
It's something slightly different.
It's set pieces, right? Like, it's almost like you're looking at your action figures in their little
it's
little
like all
poses.
the Street Fighters were invited to do their music video that hypes themselves up for the tournament.
Which actually lends itself really well to the new design.
Which
you've
is
seen the
more
new UI?
game showy.
It's all like a big televised event.
Which you always love.
I love the
it.
televised event. Right? It's all glare. There's huge garish lights and screens and special effects. You know, like it's all about the shiny ESPN. Whatchamacallit, approach.
Do you think we're going to have a toggle in the options that turns it to ESPN mode and like disables certain costumes?
I thought you were going to say, is there going to be a toggle that turns Blanca off?
Yeah, that's ESPN
I
mode.
just noticed Street Fighter 1 art on the left
on
that
the
scene,
wall of
that art of right there.
Yeah, no, man, and I love how Sakura's new V skill is like it's more of like a free form parkour
like
jump
combo.
Yeah, there's some really great stuff going on here. So you know what, man, you fucking single-handedly got a whole bunch of people to go, fuck, I'm back in.
So guess what?
In a moment, Abigail has a really nice moment.
Guess
Everyone's
fuck, I'm back.
There
in.
you go. You have to drop the Megaton.
While I always dip back in when Alex came out, and I got everything that I'd been missing, all the characters and stages, and then I played a little bit when Abigail came out. But like this, coupled with the arcade mode and just like everything, the new UI, surprisingly,
it makes a
big
hyped. Difference. It makes a big difference in the feel.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. Ultimately, like over the last 8 years, actually. Final Fight has gotten so much more play,
way more than
I would ever have expected without an actual game.
I actually thought Alpha 3 would be like the last time they would ever put in characters. So when they were shown in Street Fighter 4, I was like, holy shit. But this actually has more. It has 2 full characters from Final Fight. It has 1 stage.
They're so content to basically turn Final Fight into like more than just a sister franchise. It's now the world. So
something a few people were saying on Twitter that I follow, they're like, well, like I think it's either next year or the year before, year after 2019, where it'll be Final Fight's 30th anniversary.
Okay.
Oh. So they're like, at least maybe we can expect a collection of the games, maybe.
Okay.
You know, but
because I mean, it's getting so much push, you know. And like with all now that we know more about Final Fight characters than we ever have,
more of them getting more lore pushed in Street Fighter games than they ever did in the game.
All right,
fucking 2P getting lore in Marvel in the background.
Also, the bonus stage of Street Fighter 5, it's you fight 2P.
Is it?
Yeah, he's throwing barrels at you, and you can hit him.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Listen,
Sakura's little brother hanging out in the back playing a Switch.
Instead of a Dragon's Dogma sequel, how about we get Final Fight open world with the Dragon's Dogma system? Think about it. Think about it.
I don't want it.
Like, here's the thing.
You can create your pawns, and it's your little Metro City crew.
If they release a collection with the 3 main games, Mighty, Final Fight on the NES, and Final Fight Revenge, I'd be more than happy with that. And if you have to ask me for any type of new game, just a digital-only little 3D brawler thing that takes like an hour or 2 to beat. That's all.
Sure.
I know that, you know... Do not put all your do not put heavy expectations
in the
for
Final
revenue
Fight
on Final Fight franchise.
Yeah.
Make it cheap. I don't care.
And at that point, all you have to do is just make playable all the people that we had a chance to actually play with recently, which includes Poison and Hugo, and you know what I mean. Like
have like a little versus mode inside the thing. Like that's it.
Because there's full move sets for all of these villains now. You know,
reuse data, Capcom. You're great at doing that.
Is this going to be the best Street Fighter roster?
At this point, I think it's might be. I mean, 4's...
Well, 4 was
Think about
everyone except for the third strike characters.
Like, how many third strike characters are in 4 that will not be in this?
And Sodom and the Karen and the ones who showed up here. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
Is Sodom the only character from Alpha that has not been in anything yet? No, Gen was in 4.
Julie and
it
Judy?
was. So the problem is it was Sodom and it was Karen and it was Birdie for a while, but then they all came back. Now it's down to Sodom. Yeah, exactly. Anyway. And if you want to include Mackie, you can do that too. But she's technically
I
CVS
do not
too,
include her.
right?
No, let's not.
Okay.
I mean, I love her, but I don't include her.
Dope.
Get out of here, Mackie.
So yeah, Street Fighter V fucking back hard, and alongside that comes the announcement of
like multiple months of
a couple of
No. This is like a big stream.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Maybe we'll talk about it. But
that'd be a long one.
What's going on is Street Fighter's 30th anniversary collection is exactly what we were asking for. I believe
I was complaining about this to you guys like 2 days ago. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Why don't they?
How come there's no way to play Third Strike on a PlayStation right now?
Yeah,
and it's weird because you in the world of Skyrim where ports are like, we get it. You can play it on a fucking pregnancy monitor. We get it.
Yeah.
We
kept going through this phase of like, oh great, there's now a bunch of Street Fighter games I can no longer play on my modern things.
They're like, yeah, let's just put it all on one, which we've been waiting for, because even that giant collection was like separate discs.
Yep.
Which is fine, but still.
Like, you go down the list and it's all of them, and it has online play for the 4 that matter.
So we've got Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is one disc that includes Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Championship Edition, Hyper Fighting, Super, Super Turbo, Alpha, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, New Generation, Second Impact, Third Strike.
Finally,
online play for Hyper Fighting, Super Turbo, Alpha 3, and Third Strike.
Oh wow. Okay, we're done.
You're sorted. Your entire franchise is fucking sorted.
If I can make one slight adjustment, I'd take the online play out of Hyper Fighting and put it to Alpha 2 instead.
Sure.
That's the only alteration.
A lot of people care about Hyper Fighting.
A lot of people care about Alpha 2.
You have Turbo.
But
I know. But then people go, yeah, but you have Alpha 3.
So
yeah, but I think
Alpha
2 is more different to Alpha 3 than Hyper Fighting is.
Completely right.
I think
No, dude, Hyper Fighting's completely different. There's moves that don't exist anymore, right? Blanca had the drop ball that never came back.
You're right.
So it's
Rainbow Edition. Where's Rainbow Edition?
Yeah, it's a very, very different game.
So for me, it's like, and this is stupid, this is the first time you get to play Third Strike legally on your personal computer, which is stupid that it took this long.
Alpha 3 is not double upper, so but we can live. We can live without Ingrid.
Like, if we're gonna complain about things, it's like these are just arcade versions, and they're not like the better home ports. Like, you won't get Alpha 3's World Tour mode in this. You're
very
just
unlikely.
getting the arcade game.
But
that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. But anyway,
wasn't there this fucking sprite viewer where you can just look at everyone's sprites throughout every game?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, museum mode. It includes the what was the extra
museum
thing?
mode says it includes never before seen art, and I was like, yeah, at least me and Wooly have seen every art of Street Fighter ever. But in the trailer, it showed me a piece of art I fucking never seen. Street Fighter 1 that I've never seen. Where I was like, oh damn, okay.
And I guess at some point, like you can redo this on the next generation and just throw Ultra 4 in there.
Yep.
But anyway,
the blueprint is there.
Mm-hmm. And of course, they wouldn't throw in the new Switch version either because that's a current product, right?
If they didn't put the Switch in this would be the ultimate we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because Ultra Street Fighter 2 is on there. The fact that, like, I almost wish Capcom didn't make a Switch version of this just to see reactions online. Like, how? How could you possibly do this when you just released the last one on there? And it sold like over 1 million copies.
Yeah, man. No, this is
Marvel.
This is a fucking good one. This is a good one too. They're smart with it.
I got super excited watching this trailer.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like freaking out.
It's exciting.
It was for me. It was just because they released multiple versions of this, but there was always a little bit something missing. There's always something missing.
Or it's not on. It wasn't out on one particular.
Or
console.
the version that you want doesn't have online play. Whatever. And this is finally like, nope, you did all the right decisions, and all the ones that matter have what they need.
Now, what they need to do also is make sure that they announce or let people know that these are the arcade perfect ones.
Well, it said arcade perfect gameplay.
There you go.
But
There you go. Because
that still doesn't.
They will likely be somewhat custom in some way.
Because,
like have a training mode and options.
Because it's very easy for them to like release. Like,
I also completely adore the
people.
Screen layout that they decided to go with, which is like a fake arcade monitor.
Yeah,
with like the perfect aspect ratio.
Arcade perfect gameplay. There you go. Great.
I love that.
They're emulating it straight. Yeah, man. Good job. Well done.
Yeah, it's coming out in May.
Yeah, but I will absolutely double down and say yes. Like if they also threw in playable online Alpha 2, that would make a ton of people happy as well.
Third Strike gets another resurgence.
You should come back at Evo.
Yeah. Finally, I'll be able to play. Like, oh man, hey Max, get the PC version so I can beat you up on your stream. Oh, I'm gonna lose again.
I'm most excited about Alpha 3. Like, because I really
Alpha 3's got the most stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And here's the thing though, is that like I'll never be able to forget that there's more advanced versions of those games. Like there's the Alpha 3 that has
there's Alpha 2 Gold.
Well, Alpha 3 with the hyper mode, right, and stuff like that. Like there's all those things that
there's
are
not
still
Street Fighter 2 X,
right? Turbo X
things.
Revival, like I said, like
even though they use the Revival portrait art on the side art there, that's kind of I hope someone was fired for that. The game's not in there.
It'll be fine.